Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. 20mm. It's been a few days. I haven't done a lot. I haven't been feeling that great. So when you don't feel that great, you end up not doing a lot, and so jobs don't get done. Painting doesn't get done. Figures don't get put together, etc., etc., etc. But I'm delighted to say that the Hat Rocket Troopers are now totally finished. Hooray! So it wasn't a difficult job, but it was just I guess sort of long-winded, but yeah, it's done. It's finished. It's nice addition to the collection. Not really sure that I would do any more of these, but excuse me. They're nice. They're finished. They look good. So I'll show you what I've done. With the Congreve rockets, they seem to fire them in one of three positions: ground firing, mid firing, or high firing position. It does make me wonder, really, with the ground firing, how that would work if you're on uneven ground. I mean, if the ground's a bit, and you're trying to fire the thing along the ground, I mean, how does this work? I wish somebody would let me know how this works. But anyway, out of one box, we got 3 ground firing, 4 mid firing, 1 high firing, and also, as we said we would do, we said we'll make a horse and limber to pull one of the wagons. If you saw my previous blog, video, whatever you call it, then we said we'd make a horse and limber to pull one of the wagons. If you didn't see my previous video, why not? So anyway, here's what we got. Here is a low firing position. I think you can just about see the rocket. Oh, there you go. These figures are not fixed to the bases because I want to be able to remove them as casualties. So you can just about see the rocket there on the ground and 3 figures. These bases are made out of drinks coasters because they're sort of cork. So just score them all over with a knife to give them a bit of key. Filler on top, let it dry, paint it, and away you go. So that's the ground firing anyway. I should have turned down my CD player before I started this, but look, not to worry. Here's the mid-firing position, which I think is, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So I have 4 of these mid-firing from the one box. They don't all have the little wagon on them, but not to worry. So that's the mid-firing. This is the high-firing position. Which I think is rather good. For this, I had to put little legs in the wagon and the legs on the front, which were easy enough to make. There's no big deal. So that's pretty good. There you can see the legs on the front a bit better now. They seem to use the wagon to gain some extra height for the rocket when they're firing at long range. So I was tending to think maybe I should have made another one of these, but I like that. That's good. And we also have our command figure, our fellow on the horse there. That's a command figure, which is quite good. Quite pleased with that. And again, all these figures are removable for casualties. So that's what we ended up with. Oh, and as we said, we would make a limber and team of horses to pull one of those wagons, which is exactly what we did. Here we go. Sorry for Elvis in the background. There you go. That's our wagon and limber, and the horses. The horses are Airfix, 20mm Airfix from the British Horse Artillery. Same with the two drivers. This figure sat on the limber is made from two separate figures put together, and as we said, the limber is made from one of these wagons. So, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. The, I don't know if you can see this, the poles going down the center, where's my pen? The poles going down the center, that's garden wire from the hardware store, which is just soldered together and painted, no problem. The traces, let's have a look. I'm trying to get this so you can see it. The traces connecting the horses, that's just wire again, thinner wire, bent to shape, painted. Terribly fiddly to glue on. I'm not a great lover of super glue actually, but it sort of just about did it. And just for added realism, I don't know whether you can see, but I put a little bit of mud on the wheels and poles and stuff, just to give it a little bit of realism. But that's it anyway. That's our horses and limber. It wasn't really that difficult to do, you know. It's pretty straightforward. I'm coming to the conclusion that I should put something in the wagon, maybe a barrel or maybe another figure or something. But yeah, very pleased. That will look super nice on the gaming table when we get that far. So that's the Hat Rocket Troopers finished, completed, gone, done. Which I'm delighted about. Always delighted to finish something. Nice to get on and start something different. So, as I said I would do in the previous video, I saw this picture for 6 mounted rocket troopers, so I'm going to crack on with them. Shouldn't be too difficult, shouldn't be too long a job to do. And then we can get back to what we was going to do in the first place, which is half a dozen Russian Cossacks. But we'll do the mounted rocket troopers first. Should be straightforward, easy, pretty quick job. But anyway, that's the Hat Rocket Troopers, totally finished. Out of 1 box, I did very well. 3 ground firing, 4 mid firing, 1 high firing, and a horse and limber. So, can't complain at that really. The only gripe I have with the Hat Rocket Troopers is they're made of some kind of funny plastic, and even if you wash the plastic, it didn't want to take the primer. It's a real strange sort of plastic. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we got there in the end. Some things I learned along the way. Not keen on spray varnishing. It can easily go wrong, spray varnishing, and you can end up with misted figures. Whereas painting on varnish with just a brush. To me, it's a lot better. I mean, this is what I'm now using. Vallejo Matte Acrylic Varnish. And you can just paint it on with a brush. It's very quick drying. So a couple of coats of this and it's done. So that's what I'm currently using. So yeah, didn't like the spray varnish, not keen on that. The black wash, wasn't keen on the black wash. It was, I don't know, for me, I didn't see the point. You know, what's the point of doing this? I mean, without a black wash, I mean, the figures look great. I mean, maybe it works better in bigger figures. I don't know, 28 mil, whatever. I don't know. Just it didn't do anything for me. Black wash. I can't see me using it again. You know. I don't know. Maybe one day I might experiment with it or something. I don't know. But there you go. Anyway, so that's the Hat Rocket Troopers. Totally finished, done and dusted. So they'll go towards my Napoleonics. We'll start on the mounted Rocket Troopers. Use the horses from British Hussars, Airfix British Hussars. We'll use them. They're pretty ideal for what we want. We also have drivers from British Horse Artillery, Airfix British Horse Artillery, which look almost the same. Uniforms. Pretty much identical, so we'll use them as the troopers. And all we have to do is make some rocket firing poles with some little pennants on, some little flags on. Yeah, they should look good. Easy job. Get them done and out the way. And then have a crack at the Russian Cossacks. So that's me done and dusted. I'm going out to dinner. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.